AJ's favorite days of the week. Welcome to 30 Minutes. My name is Melissa Aouad, and I'm here with the phenomenal
AJ Sarpong. And she's right, the weekend is very near. But we have one more sleep until that very special two-day, nothing to do weekend. Well, going into what is trending, Melania Trump has left Ghana after her 1.5 2-day trip here. She's now in Malawi. But before she left, she went to Cape Coast, visited a slave castle, and was able to hobnob with the people of Ogwa. And it seems her fashion sense maybe generated some conversation. Some are saying we should make her a fashion ambassador. And yeah, we'll go through what your thoughts on that particular tangent is all about. We're bringing it to you live here. But of course, a lot more happening.
Yeah, definitely a lot more happening, guys. Fake news maybe, but unfortunate news. Your favorite CR7 Cristiano Ronaldo is facing alleged rape charges, or a rape case, should we say. There has been new development. He was accused of rape in 2009, and new developments are happening. He's saying that it's fake news, but we're going to see what you guys have to say about that on social media. Don't forget to get at us on all our social media pages at CityTVGH, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and of course myself, Melly Mel for real. And some interesting news, and Cristiano Ronaldo is saying it's fake news. He was facing a rape charge, going up against a rape case in 2009, and now it has resurfaced. The alleged victim has pushed for the case to be reopened, breaking her non-disclosure agreement. Wow, AJ, this is a big one, a huge one. So basically, a backstory, and there she is. Right there. Wow. This is like 10 years on.
Yeah.
This is 10 years on. So basically, Cristiano Ronaldo and the alleged rape victim, they met at a club in Las Vegas, and they had a night out, and apparently she claims that he raped her in a hotel suite in Las Vegas. He is claiming that it is fake news. She had lawyers at her defense. Well, she actually changed lawyers, AJ. So she had one lawyer at first back in 2009, and she signed a non-disclosure agreement. Now, her new lawyers are saying that she was suffering at the time from PSTD, post-traumatic stress syndrome or disorder, so she was not fit to even sign a non-disclosure agreement. She's come out of it, and now the issue has resurfaced. But things get interesting, guys. Ronaldo actually did a questionnaire where he was asked questions about the night. And now his story has changed. He answered in one way, and coming back later, he is now saying other things and calling it fake news. So we're going to get straight into this, guys, because you guys have been talking on social media. Now, people are wondering if this is just a little love affair that went sour, or did he really commit this crime?
Well, what I think, looking back at the facts of the case, and if in 2009 it happened, a year later, you actually reached an out-of-court settlement with the lady for over 300,000 pounds, dollars, euros, whichever denomination it is. But if that has happened, and fast forward 8, 9, almost 10 years down the line, this is resurfacing again, and you're saying it never happened. And that means, Charlie, I'm suspecting him a little bit. But then again, also goes down to the other party. It could be a love affair gone wrong, or a certain situation gone wrong, because if it was all hushed and gone over, instead the Me Too movement has incited your news to come out of it.
To resurface.
Charlie, it's just a messy situation. Firstly, why did you do it in the first place, Ronaldo? We loved you too much. Why will you break our hearts like that? It just can't.
Wow. Well, I think we should take a look at Ronaldo's initial tweet. He put out a tweet on Twitter giving his side of the story. So let's take a look at that, or just a brief summary of reacting to this resurfaced allegation. So he says, I firmly deny the accusations being issued against me. Rape is an abominable crime that goes against everything that I am and believe in. Keen as I may be to clear my name, I refuse to feed the media spectacle created by people seeking to promote themselves at my expense. And not included in this tweet, but he did say, or he has come out to say, that it is fake news. He was also saying that he is waiting with tranquility for things to pan out, meaning that he's innocent. He's claiming that he's innocent.
But if so he's not innocent, why did you settle out of court in the first place?
And that is the thing.
Why
that
would you
is
do
the
that?
conversation.
If you're innocent, you just go to the courts and then plead your case. But then for you to have said, okay, no, let's settle out of court means there's guilt on your part. You decided that you're going to keep it hush-hush, sweep it under the carpet, and pay the woman $770,000 or something of that sort. That alone proves your guilt in the first place. So you now coming 9 years down the line and denying it makes no sense to me.
No, absolutely. And her family and friends actually knew. But obviously, she signed that non-disclosure agreement. You know, obviously said that she couldn't come out about it in the public and things of that nature. But her new lawyer, like I said at the beginning, is saying that she was under PSTD, so she was technically deemed unfit to even sign such an agreement. But let's take a look at the questionnaire. A tweet was put out by sports journalist Christopher, and he published or posted the questionnaire that Ronaldo answered under the investigation of, the questionnaire was actually drawn up by his lawyers, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But let's take a look at the questionnaire right now. So you guys can see what we are saying. So from Christopher here, the sports journalist, he says it's a questionnaire made by his lawyers, right? Correct. Ronaldo seems to partly confirm is it Spanish name? Version, who is the alleged victim, and stated that she didn't want to, meaning she didn't want to engage in the sexual act, but she made herself available. In a later version of that questionnaire, these answers are gone. #CR7 is quoted saying it was consensual. So this is basically the questionnaire. So I'm going to read it for you guys. So the question here, was there any struggling or what might be interpreted as a resistance to you holding Mrs. C, or resistance to any other rough sex? See description of what happened above. Now here's another question. Okay, so that's like the overall general question. Now here are the specifics. Was all the sexual intercourse happening when you were lying either on the bed or on the floor, or was any of the sexual intercourse when you were standing or in any other position? Ronaldo answered, we were lying on the bed. Another question. Did Miss C ever raise her voice, scream or yell? Ronaldo answered, she said no, and stopped several times.
Wow.
Wow. So this question...
he's guilty.
He's guilty. Let me not say but this is sticky because now he's come out in present day to say that the act was consensual.
Wait, there was a questionnaire, and you, Ronaldo, answered that, yes, she was saying no.
And stop it.
At what point in time did he expect her to... No, like, if it's no, it's no. There was no point in time she was going to turn it into a yes.
Absolutely.
So how do you say no, stay on top of her, and then come out to say that it wasn't rape? My goodness.
Yeah, this is a really sticky situation. So let's go to the reactions on social media and see what you guys have been saying about this. This is tough. So from Zach Lowy, the rape allegations against Cristiano Ronaldo should be the biggest story in football journalism community currently. The fact that it isn't even close to the top, the fact that only a thin silver of outlets are covering it speaks volume about our media landscape. And I believe Zach Lowry is also a sports journalist. Let's continue. So from written by TCS, if he raped her, he needs to go to jail. If she takes money and doesn't attempt to have him put behind bars so that this doesn't happen to someone else, she's just as bad as him, period. And from Kimberly, we got to remember that more than one woman has accused him of rape in the last 4 years. Something isn't right.
I agree.
Yeah, absolutely. And from G or Leof _ Henry, the woman is just a liar, blaming Ronaldo for all the problems she's been having, depression and inability to maintain relationships and employment. What a load of crap. Wow.
You see, these are the people that prevent actual victims from coming, like victims from coming out, because they'll just...
Absolutely.
Can you imagine?
From Spicy Chemical, you can debate 24/7 on this, but once you accepted $350,000, you lost the credibility. Wow. So from Raphael Media, all my heroes are terrible, and the media wonders why millennials are so messed up. We have no one to look up to. Okay, so from no_games12, the trials that come with being rich and famous. Calm your nerves. This too will pass. Wow. All right. And from Mo, Cristiano is such a wonderful human being and a naive person. This allegation completely fabricated to bring his stardom down. Yeah, okay. And from John Frazee, 76, she already accepted $375,000 settlement and now wants $200,000 more. Doesn't seem to be about anything but money. Okay, so all of this, well, all of this is speculative right now, guys. So from Ewan. Despite obvious and justified emotion, often in legal sense, calm is needed. But Cristiano Ronaldo rape case is remarkably clear. Rape kit shows happened, or should I say shows what happened. Photos put him with her. His statement matched her to the point of being hugely incriminating, and he paid her off. These are facts. Wow. And from Eric Hart, 85, don't discredit the accuser. Don't support Ronaldo. Let's all wait for all the facts to come out. And from Life of Henry, the woman. Okay, so we've read this before, but you can read it again. The woman is just a liar, blaming Ronaldo for all the problems she's been having: depression and inability to maintain relationships and employment. All lies. Now, AJ, let me just say this very quickly. You know what? Unfortunately, the legal requirements, not enough evidence, a delay.
Interesting to what led her to take an out-of-court settlement? What led her not to push for justice and have him jailed? Because if, according to the facts that we're receiving, she reported it in Las Vegas immediately after. Yes. But she didn't give the name or who was involved in it. But she reported that there had been a rape case. So why didn't she follow up with it? Why didn't she move beyond just after the questionnaire once he actually went on to justify what she had said, not increase it to a criminal case and then, get him thrown behind bars? What led to the amount of money that was put in the settlement? And also, why has she come out now? Because if you've got it $770,000 9 years ago, what motivated you to come out now? And what are we looking for? What is the end game? Like, is it that you want him to go back to jail? Have you gone past the statute of limitations? Because there's a period on which these kind of things can be enforced as a criminal case or something of that sort. Forgive me, I'm a novice in the law, but then there's statute of limitations on these kind of cases. So has she exceeded that? Is it going to become a civil case? Is she suing for more money, as some people are speculating? Or is it just a situation of, what, I've thought about it, I don't want your money anymore, I want justice? And can she have justice? Will he be jailed for it? Well, but also it seems he's getting the pinch because there's a friendly that was lined up for Portugal and his name has been dropped from the list. So if for nothing at all, it seems his team has taken, or at least the national team has taken notice of this particular case and is acting accordingly. Right. But what happens next?
Right. And speaking of, good you mentioned that, speaking of being watched very closely, CR7 sponsors are also watching very closely. So let's take a look at what they have been saying, because they're also monitoring the situation. He is a big money maker, so let's take a look. So we have from Rob Harris, big in the sports industry here. Rob Harris is saying, new from Ronaldo's sponsor, EA Sports. We have seen the concerning report that details allegations against Cristiano Ronaldo. We are closely monitoring the situation as we expect cover athletes and ambassadors to conduct themselves in a manner that is consistent with EA values. So Rob Harris there from EA Sports. Yeah, so sponsors. And you know what? If Chris Brown can be dropped from his sponsors for the whole Rihanna and Chris Brown situation, we never know what can happen. So that was just a tweet there from EA, or representative of EA Sports, saying that they are monitoring the situation very, very closely. This one is a tough one, and they're coming out also to say she has a learning disability. They're throwing out all kind of things that may or may not work in her favor.
Obviously, Ronaldo has a good team. Like, I would not expect it from anyone who earns millions of dollars in a week and that kind of thing, or hundreds and thousands of dollars in a week,
one of
and
the highest paid athletes in the
month.
world.
Yeah, like he earns a lot of money, not even just from the football, but from endorsements and a whole lot of stuff. So his team is top notch. They're I'm probably sure the best crisis management you can buy. So they would throw a lot of things out to discredit the accuser, because that's what they're trained to do. However, the onus falls on her defense team as well to ensure that they put out the facts as and when it should. The lawyers speak well, the lawyers articulate the point, and the lawyers actually are able to earn the amount of money she is paying for them to keep her story and the case afloat. So it'll be an interesting showdown to see how it all pans out.
Yeah, absolutely. So speaking of lawyers, let's see what the victim's lawyer had to say about this. Let's take a look at this.
She explained that since the 2009 sexual assault, she had experienced depression, intrusive thoughts, considered suicide, abused alcohol, and had difficulty maintaining personal relationships and employment. Out of concern for Catherine's psychological condition, Stovall and Associates referred her to a board-certified psychiatrist, Dr. Norton Waitman, M.D. Based upon his examination, Dr. Waitman diagnosed Catherine as suffering post-traumatic stress disorder and major depression.
Wow. So, well, before we go on a quick commercial break, President Donald Trump came out to say that it is a tough time for men right now being accused of sexual assault. You guys can go and check that out.
What about the women? What about all the women that have been dealing with sexual harassment, sexual assault for all these years and have not had the courage to come out? It shouldn't be about the boys. Like,
there is a movement from there's a movement from mothers, hashtag protect our boys, that stands for men who have been falsely accused of rape. But that's another conversation for another day. This is unfortunate social media conversation, but let's take a quick break and we'll be right back.
City TV is live. City TV is a free-to-air digital channel. On a digital TV, please press menu on your remote control and run a new search on your TV. Take note that without an antenna, you cannot access City TV on your television. City TV can be accessed on a free-to-air digital box like GoTV and StarTimes box. Tune into City TV and experience your world. City TV, it's your world.
You're tuned in to 30 Minutes right here on City TV, and moving away from Ronaldo and all his allegations to Melania Trump, who just recently left Ghana to the shores of Malawi after an interesting tour. She was able to take a look at some of the at the Greater Accra Regional Hospital, where she was able to hobnob with some of the children, and also went to Cape Coast, following the steps of the Obamas to check out the Cape Coast Castle, and a few other sites, visited the Mahini and a few others at Ogwa. So she was able to do it quite in style. So Melania was very graceful in her interaction approach, and ended it all at the Cape Coast, one of the slave castles, and was able to, feel the spirit. And she said it was one of the most thrilling experiences of her life, and she would never forget it. So it's good to know we had an effect on her. But taking a look at her tour that was in Cape Coast. yeah, her at Cape Coast, but a lot of angles has been raised in this particular visit. Firstly, how the local press didn't get as much prominence, and the entire, should I say, convoy or foreign press, or didn't get our place. We were rather the ones lagging behind in terms of the foreign press. Others have been speaking on her fashion sense, about her being a Ghanaian fashion ambassador, even though we have quite a few more that could actually do the job. But that was an article written by former Minister of Education Elizabeth Ohene, who was also a journalist in BBC. But the title of it was Melania Trump to be a Ghanaian fashion ambassador. Could she be a Ghanaian fashion ambassador? And then a lot of people didn't react the way I think they expected it.
I tweeted back. I did.
But honestly, no. I don't know.
We have our own.
We have enough.
We have our own.
Yeah. We have enough.
But
I don't think she even wore any Ghanaian designer in her entire
Maybe
trip,
next time.
Yeah.
Maybe next time. No, but she seems really sweet. I hope she had fun. But let's see what you guys are saying on social media. You've been reacting, of course, and we love to hear from you. So from Van Dyke, clean the dirt in the country and build better infrastructure to attract visitors. That is more important. Wow.
Yeah, I can agree with you there.
From Raboy Doi, and we say we have a Ministry of Tourism and Culture. See how nasty the place is. Look at the paint on the walls, very nasty. Referring to the castle that she visited. And from Parkwesi, with Melania Trump's visit to Cape Coast, authorities wish they could just teleport her from Accra straight to the Cape Coast castle, which is impossible. They're trying all they can to make sure she doesn't see much of the Cape Coast township because it's an eyesore. Yeah, people are not too happy right now, you guys. And from Kofi, the Cape Coast castle is a must visit for any visit to Ghana. Yeah, absolutely, I agree. And we have whoever that is, looks like the slaves manager, with Melania coming to pick the next shipment. LOL. Wow. What a wow. Little shady there. Just a little shady.
Ghanaians. You will always find some shade in some of the social media messages, but it's interesting to see how people are reacting.
Yeah.
Even more interesting to see that we didn't get a lot of prominence in all of that. But Donald Trump was tweeting about his wife's visit to Africa, taking a look at that particular tweet. Our country's great First Lady, Melania, is doing really well in Africa. The people love her and she loves them. It's a beautiful thing to see. Maybe not in Accra. Maybe not in Accra. AJ, maybe in Cape Coast.
AJ, I really wanted to tweet him back.
No, maybe in Cape Coast, because
I wanted to tweet him back so bad.
I think the entire vibe in Accra, at least, was indifference. People didn't really care. It was like, she was here, okay.
But she was.
Oh my God! Because when I look at the euphoria that attracted the Obama visits and how much people were on top, people were excited, people were preparing. Cape Coast was buzzing, like we got picked for Obama's visit. Everyone is coming, and even how the coverage of it and how I was tuned in as I saw the family and the kids get down from the Air Force One and walk down. Like the amount of pride I felt with Obama coming into Ghana. It didn't really feel the same, but she was received warmly, so that's important. Ghanaians, we are warm. We'll be warm to you.
But taking a look at something that you guys have been talking about, her fashion. Let's take a look at fashion. So basically, yes, a tweet that was put out that could she possibly be the next fashion ambassador for Ghana? You guys were saying no. You weren't taking too light to it. So here's some.
She's a fashionable girl, though.
Yes,
lady.
Yes.
Sorry.
Well dressed, a very classy lady. But looking at some of her fashion pieces here that may not go down too well as a fashion icon or ambassador here in Ghana. So that's Melania Trump. Some of her fashion pieces. That she's been wearing to events, out in the public eye, red carpet events, or just in and around the White House, really. So she's stylish in her own right, but maybe not the style we like here in Ghana. But we do have our own fashion icon here, Second Lady Samira. There we go. Yes. So the second lady here now. This people, we love her. We love her for her style, her fashion sense, her people. Ghanaians, we want it to stay that way. So maybe I'm not answering for everybody, but to answer the tweet. No, we have our own fashion, fashion icon, and African fashion is breaking bounds.
But it would have been nice if she had worn some kente.
Yeah, next time.
Something.
Maybe next time.
Then would have been like, okay, maybe we actually not bad, but yeah.
But anyway,
thank you for coming to Ghana. We like that.
But that's all the time we have, guys. I mean, time flies when we're having fun. More conversations happen on social media with you guys. Don't forget to use the hashtag 30 minutes, hashtag 30 minutes. Myself and AJ Sarpong, Melly Mel for real, and AJ Sarpong on Twitter, and City TVGH on Instagram, Facebook, on Twitter. It is Friday tomorrow. Funky Friday, Happy Friday, whatever you want to call it. We're going to have a good time. Isn't that right?
Absolutely. Until then, keep watching City TV. Make a date tomorrow at exactly 5 p.m. right here on City TV for another edition of 30 Minutes. My name is AJ.
And I'm Melissa Aouad. See you tomorrow.
Beauty, they say, lies in the eyes of the beholder. And at Second Image, getting that beauty is our priority. With services for facials for spots and wrinkles, body treatment for body shaping and slimming, hairstyling for bridal dressing, body massage, manicure and pedicure, artificial nail extensions, guarantees you that perfect body and skin. Second Image also offers training for students in hairdressing, beauty therapy and fashion, and design up to HND level. Our course duration ranges from 2 to 6 weeks for short courses or up to 2 years. Second Image also runs a special foundation program for JHS leavers in hair and beauty therapy, dressmaking and electronics. Contact us now on 0243-331-999 or 0302-221-376. Or you can locate Second Image next to Adabraka Police Station, Kwame Nkrumah Avenue, or visit us at secondimage.com. Missions throughout the year. Second Image gives you a new image. Second Image. Be empowered to succeed.
Every Thursday night on City TV, you're welcome to join women from different backgrounds and opinions as they weigh in on your relationship issues. Watch Sister Sister as the ladies get real with issues about love, marriage, betrayal, sex, dating, trust, finances, and more.
You can tell him, like she said, tell him about it because clearly you have a problem with it. But if he's still, being that way, then you might have to advise yourself because it's a weird thing.
Join Jessica and her sisters for City TV's all-women talk show, Sister Sister, every Thursday at 9 p.m.
Hello and welcome to 2020 News on City TV. I am Zoe Abubeidu. Coming up, Board Chair of the Office of the Special Prosecutor confident the enactment of a legislative instrument will address challenges it faces. Public Utilities Regulatory Commission begins consultations towards major tariff review next year. The details of the stories now. The chairperson of the board of the Office of the Special Prosecutor, Linda Ofori-Kwafo, is optimistic the enactment of a legislative instrument for the office will deal with most of the challenges it currently faces. According to her, the current recess period of Parliament has been a major hindrance towards bringing the legislative instrument into force. In recent times, the Special Prosecutor, Martin Amidu, has complained about the resource constraints within which he has to execute his mandate. Speaking to City News on the fringes,
Parliament is on recess. So obviously, when it comes up, now that the matter has become one of very everybody's looking up to, I'm sure when Parliament resumes, we will have the airline laid, and then the Special Prosecutor will get a document he needs to work with. In terms of financial resources and all that, the airline is supposed to throw lights on the law that we have for him to do his work. So since the complaint came, even before the complaint, some steps have been taken. We just need to fast track things. And whether it has come to the board or not, some things couldn't have happened. For instance, the airline, according to the act, is supposed to be put together by the Attorney General in consultation with the board. When the Special Prosecutor's office was set up, it took some number of months for the board to be constituted. Now we have a board. Now, as at yesterday, the document has been presented to us. We have actually had the opportunity to even look at it already. So we are hoping that immediately Parliament resumes, the airline will be put before them and to go through the 21 days that is required.
The Auditor General, Daniel Domelovo, has bemoaned what he calls the decline in the quality of work undertaken by the professional class in the country. According to him, the standards in professions such as accounting, auditing, engineering and vocations such as tailoring and dressmaking have fallen to the extent that fellow citizens now prefer the services of professionals and artisans from countries other than Ghana. Speaking at the Ghana Integrity Initiative